a day. Okay, let's do a recap on GameStop. Looks like a post-mortem at this point in time. Last week, 5 days ago, I said this. I can't tell you that this is the exact top today, but I can tell you that by next week this time, or at least next month this time, this will be a 2-digit stock. It won't be $300. Okay, so the high ended up being $482, and here we are, double digit, closing at $90 today on the close. So yeah, so this video is not, and I told you so, but this video is rather a explanation of why. Now, a lot of people are still trying to get in there, and let me go full screen for you guys. A lot of you are still buying for some reason. And listen, if you really like GameStop and feel the company has a great future, then okay, buy, but holy, don't buy it at $90. Keep in mind, this is what happened. Let's go back in time. All right. So, I know my face is kind of covering it there, but see down here, okay, this is $17 down here. The move from 17 to 20, this day here, that was a big move. I know by the looks of this chart, it doesn't look big, but that was a big move. And that's when the squeeze began. Now, the crowds came rushing in over here when it went from 19 to 38. That was a gigantic move in the stock. The fact that it's gone so much higher since then kind of makes it look small, but this is where the action was. Now, if you had told me over here that you want to buy GameStop, I would have said that's insane. $40 for the stock, which should be $20, is out of the question. So keep that in mind if you are liking the stock at $90 for a long-term hold. Absolutely not. If you really like GameStop, wait, because all that's happening now after this big sell-off here is that it's just day traders and the algorithms playing back and forth at this stage. These big moves you're going to be seeing here are just swings that the professionals are fooling around with. And at this point in time, look, if you got in around 300, I'm sorry. It sucks. Consider it tuition. At some point, we've all paid our tuition in the stock market. And this has been a pretty good lesson. If, look, it cost you $300 to learn or get involved in the market, then I think that's a pretty good deal. And I hope no one got burned too badly. Check out what Dave Portnoy posted here. Wow, so Dave Portnoy from Barstool. I bought in the absolute high on AMC, Nokia, and NAKD Naked. I think that's like some small cap stock. I don't know why. And sold the exact bottom. I lost 700,000. Holy cow. Okay, that's, well, for Dave, 700,000 is not the biggest of deal, but he does go on now and lay a lot of blame on Robinhood. So if you don't know what happened, Robinhood. Now, I said this also. I said the Securities and Exchange Commission does not like it when this kind of thing happens. The whole mantra is we have to protect the small guy from himself, and they usually do very, well, ridiculous things. The last thing they did, which was very bad, was introduce the patent day trader rule and force you to have $25,000 in your trading account to day trade, which is a stupid law, but hell, here it is. So I'm very concerned. I was concerned that the SEC was going to do something, but it turned out the SEC did nothing except Robinhood ended up stopping buys, but limiting the buys. You could have bought 1 share, but then that changed to 10 shares. I believe today was 100 shares. And them limiting the buys is blamed a lot for what happened here. And there's also a whole theory going around that there's a short ladder happening. You see, what's happening is one firm sells to another firm, their firm sells back lower, and they're walking the price down. Listen, I don't want to say it's conspiracies. It's plausible. It's illegal, but it's plausible. We don't have proof that happened. It's also very likely that simple retail selling or more shorting of the stock, because anyone who was able to short around here is making bank right now. So the bottom line is, even manipulation, short laddering or not, the bottom line is it's down. And just because it's down at 90 does not make this a good deal. But if this was down at $20, I would say, yeah, now it's a deal. At $90, it's still overpriced where it needs to be. But that being said, it's still very possible that day traders and algorithms are going to whipsaw back and forth in this, and there could be spikes. But for now, this is done. This play is over, and it's cooked. So let's hear what Dave had to say about Robinhood over here.
Press conference time. Maybe the craziest one that I've ever done. And I've been ranting and raving all day. But what is going on Wall Street? Mm-hmm. The way they have absolutely cheated, stolen, robbed everyday people who have been investing with Robinhood and other E-Trade accounts and all this stuff by saying,
I know it's popular now to bash on Robinhood, and yes, it is their fault because they didn't have the liquidity required to handle what happened here. I don't think any firm would have been ready. Well, yes, you know what? Goldman Sachs, E-Trade, the more established ones, JP Morgan, they could handle this. Robinhood was in no position to be handling what happened over here. I've got a very deep explanation, in-depth explanation of what happened if you want to read about it. I'll post the Twitter thread about it below. But yeah, Robinhood got caught with not enough liquidity to take care of what happened, and that's why they had to limit it. So I wouldn't say, Dave is going to say how Robinhood is supporting the hedge funds, supporting the big guy, fighting against the small guy. Robinhood it was not their intention, but they had no choice. They were simply out of liquidity.
hey,
Let's go on.
hedge funds are getting smoked. Billionaires are getting smoked. So we're no longer going to let you trade on certain stocks, GMC, AMC, NOC.
We're saying that Robinhood won't let you trade on certain stocks because we don't want the billionaires to get smoked. That is not technically true. The technical reason is there were certain margin requirements. Robinhood had to have a certain couple of $1 million for T+2 to get the trades through and everything, and they just didn't have liquidity. But I can see, I mean, it feels like that though. I mean, I don't want to protect Robinhood on this. They screwed up royally, but there's a lot more to that story. Well, let me stop it at that. All I wanted to end off with essentially is like, yeah, don't go chasing this. Yeah, it may go to 100, may go to 120, who knows. This day trade is playing around at this point now. But the other thing I want to warn you about is going forward over the next couple of weeks and months. If you go to Wall Street Bets, let's just drop by there. All right. If you drop by Wall Street Bets, because there is no one single person who calls shots and tells everyone what to do, there's going to be a lot of people that are rushing for this vacuum now, trying to give everyone the next tip. And there's going to be a lot of very interesting stocks and altcoins coming up. And I'll caution you against taking advice from individuals that probably know as much as you do about the markets, about what's going to be the next hot stock. The coming weeks are probably going to be some of the most dangerous for a lot of new people in the markets because a lot of new stock tips coming through, a lot of people talking about silver already. And you know what? I gotta say, okay, first of all, silver, fighting the silver short is a thing which has been going on for 20 years. As long as I can remember, the inevitable big short of silver, which has to come to an end, was going to happen any day now for the past 20 years. And you know what? It hasn't, but you can't deny that this is definitely an interesting pattern here. This is SLV, the ETF, of what's happening in silver, be it bad rumors or trickery or some kind of scam, I don't know, but this is definitely a bit of an uptrend with a break above just yesterday, sold back down in today. So yeah, I'm actually watching silver. I'm curious to see if this trend holds or not. But overall, that is the story. So anyway, I hope you guys made it out safe. I hope no one got damaged too badly with everything that happened here. And you know what? If this was your introduction to the markets, then welcome to the stock market. I hope you stick around. There's a lot more happening in it. And with that, let's go back to Star Citizen. But if you enjoyed this content anyway, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.